Welcome back to the Shipyard. Today, wanted to talk to you about what's happening with the Fremont Reformation and online Star Trek Attack Wing play. You see, it's been a little bit since we've talked about this, but games have been occurring. We're in the middle of a double elimination tournament, and let me pull up that bracket and you can see how things have been going. Because it's actually been really interesting. Uh, but yeah, it, that's not uh, that wasn't my purpose of making this video. Uh, anyway, here as I need to enlarge it, but we had some upsets. Um, we actually had a great deal of upsets. We're now at the point where we've got the first entry, uh, Craig, Necromancer, into the Galactic Finals, the final finals. We've got a bunch of eliminated players, and we're now at the point of making the lower deck semifinals, uh, where the winner then gets to progress to the lower deck finals, and then the winner goes into championship finals. So we're kind of down. We're what, down to the last four players alive in this tournament. Anyway, that's all well and good. That's what's been happening in December. What's coming up is the really exciting part, and that is league play. Now, some of you understand what that means, others of you may not. So let me explain. In January, we're running a feeder tournament. We're basically randomly assigning people to pods of players, uh, groups of five, roughly. And they will be round robin, meaning you play everyone in your pod. From there, we will use standings to set up our first group of, well, pods, really. Our first groupings. From there, and we haven't decided on names, so I'll just say an A, B, C, D, E group. Uh, from there, every month you will be in a group, and you play everyone in your group. The top players, well, the top player advances. The lowest player goes down a level, and from there, you're constantly changing things out. Players can take time off, new players can come in. The lowest group will always be open, it will be an open play style, and you'll just kind of play who you play, and that's okay. We're going to run side events. In fact, we're running a side event right now with I think it's TOS and motion picture era restrictions, and running Turret Turmoil as an event. So, in addition to league play, we will be running different side events to keep people interested and engaged in different ways. And those are totally optional and will just be run as tournaments. Uh, Sometimes as pods of tournaments. In fact, we had six people, and so we're splitting it up into pods of three and said, hey, play two games against the other two people in your pod, and then from there we'll say, hey, winners play, and go from there. Uh, because we didn't want it to be anything super big, we just kind of wanted it to be a fun little excursion where you got a couple of games in. And that's kind of our goal. with everything in the Fremont Reformation is it isn't just competitive all the time, right? We will do fun side events. In fact, if you have an idea for a fun side event, you can talk to any of us on the leadership team. That's Robert, Jeff, myself, Scott Altman. There's a few others involved. Brian Gillespie and Joseph are involved as well, and we can make those things happen because we want people involved in event creation. Of course, we've got Jerry Brown doing stuff on Antares and coming up with those ideas as well. And we don't want to step on toes. We just want different things existing. We do have this league system is meant to be more competitive than it isn't, but it also ends up grouping you with people of similar, not identical, but similar skill levels. Meaning, if you way outperform your skill level, you end up in a way better group, and maybe you get smoked in a month and then you drop back down. That's okay. You had fun and you learned something, and then you drop down. Maybe you're the toggle guy. Maybe you're like in between these groups and you're constantly moving up, moving down, moving up, moving down. Okay, so what? You can have fun with it. It's okay. Uh, and and you may never move up, but you can come in and you can have fun playing games, and you can run random fleets, and that's okay too. You might move down because you lose a whole bunch of games, but you're not stuck playing it forever. You play it for a month, and you play against different people, and that's kind of the fun thing here too. So really, we have this open to anyone at this point. If you are at all interested in playing Attack Wing online through Tabletop Simulator, you need to let me know. I will get you the Discord link, and then you can sign up that way. Fleets are due here for January's event. Fleets are going to be due. Oh, I should have checked that beforehand. Um, Fleets are due on the. Of course, it's in Troy. Fleets are due on the 14th, on January 14th at midnight. Well, at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. We do have a restricted list that is over here in Troy. The restricted list lets you run 2 cards of your choice. So, Lurin's Bird of Prey, 13-point generic Brels. Yes, one of those counts as a 1. So you could run 2 generic Brels, and that would count. Colo, Core, Hudson, Gen Con, all those talents, crew, a whole bunch of tech, Disruptor Bombardment, Ferengi Torpedoes, Biogel Captured Meridor. But here's the other fun part. We are allowing any and all resources. You still only get 1 resource, but you can run any of them. Yeah, that means things like fleet captains are back in play, flagships, sideboard, resource sideboard, captain's chair, fighters. Yeah, there's a lot of potential here. So maybe I buried the lead and said resources last, but that's also your reward for watching to the end of this video. So, to wrap up, if you'd like to play with a bunch of people, If you'd like to play with resources, if you'd like to play with some limits, and if you're at all interested, let me know. I give you the Discord link. You know where to find Troy. It's online. Links have been in other videos. And you can be a part of this. And we really look forward to having you. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. And until next time, we'll see you around the shipyard. And in addition, I hope to see you playing in League Play. Take care, guys.